Good day, good day. This your boy Betty at your man Markel Prines, and I'm gonna do this video a little bit different. I'm gonna try to do these videos, these next series of videos, a little bit different. I'm in a seated position. Now you guys don't have the top of my head cut off. I decided to sit down since I am tall. If anybody that knows me knows that I'm tall. Anybody that doesn't know me should know that I'm actually 6'8", and I'm getting the call right there, but let me just close that out real quick so that I can do this training and give you guys some helpful information. And that may be an individual that was just calling to find out how they can actually do business with me. But I got to get this out right now with you guys. So this week's training is neighborhood versus community. Now, I was listening to a training earlier from one of my mentors, Dr. Boyce Watkins, who was actually on a conference-like call with Dr. Claude Anderson. And they were talking about building wealth and how we can actually earn money and build wealth in communities. And the topic of the difference between a neighborhood and community came up. And I found it very exciting, a very important topic, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. So as usual, you see over here I got Success Mountain, as usual, and today's word is community. So of course I like to hit you guys with a definition so that we know the meaning of the words that we're actually using. Now there was two definitions for community. I decided to go with the second definition. I'm going to read that real quick. So it says community, a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. Now I decided to pick that one because it relates more so in the entrepreneur environment, and that's what we're here as entrepreneurs looking to grow and build long-lasting, successful businesses. Now, the first definition of community was just simply a group of people living together in a common area. But after listening to the training earlier, I've learned myself the difference and understood the difference between a neighborhood and a community. Now, a neighborhood is more so related to that first definition of community. A neighborhood is just a community, an area where people live together. So we go outside and you see you have your neighbor to the left of you, the neighbor to the right of you, the neighbor across the street from you. Neighbor, they're just people that live in your area, in your what should be a community. Now, most times, and you guys can let me know if I'm telling the truth or not, if this goes the same for you and your neighborhood, or do you consider it to be a community? That's a good question to ask you guys. But with your neighbors, do you know their first and last name? Do you know anything about your neighbor's kids? Do they know who you are? Do they know what you do for a profession? Do they know your likes and your dislikes? Do you guys have a common bond? Do you guys share common attitudes, interests, and goals? Well, the only way you would know that is if you actually communicate. So community, commune, is part of that word. So if you actually commune, come together and actually discuss the things that's important to you and your family, and to find out what's important to you, your neighbor's family also. Now, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, I have one saying, and I tell a lot of people this one saying: how you do anything is usually how you do everything. Now, when you live your life day to day and you have your neighborhood or your community, do you interact with your neighbors? Once again, is that something that you do on a regular basis, or do you just go in your home, you might wave hi to your neighbor, hi and bye, and that's it? Or do you ignore your neighbors completely? Have you lived in the area for more than 6 months or a year or a couple of years and you still don't know who your neighbors are? That right there is what you would consider being a part of a neighborhood. Just being in the area, living together with people. Now, community is what you really want to have. And having a community, building a strong community, is something that a lot of successful entrepreneurs actually do. They are more community oriented. They like to help other individuals build in common attitudes, interests, and goals. They're the individuals that want to know more about you and your family. So if you live in the community and you find that your neighbor, some of us might figure or feel as though, oh, that neighbor is nosy. The person that's in the neighborhood that knows everybody's business, that knows, hey, what time this person goes to work, what time this other person come home from work, how many kids they have. But that person right there is a great candidate as an entrepreneur because they're more people oriented. They're more people that's the type of people that's looking to build and grow with individuals, and they're the type of people that you want in your home business. So this training right here, of course, is for entrepreneurs that's looking to build a home-based business in the direct sales, network marketing, affiliate marketing industry. You have to look for the signs. That's one of the things that I often talk to people about, and that's one of the things that I often how I live my life. I pay attention to the signs and the different things that goes on around me, and I look at and pay attention to my neighbors. I know my neighbor across the hall from me, well, across the street from me. She actually has a small dog, and her dog name is Maggie. She called her dog Mags, and she's about the woman herself. She's about 85 years old, I believe. She often bumps her arm on things in her home and gets bruises on her arm, and we've had conversations about that. And I've come up with a solution to help her out with that. I've suggested different products that I actually offer in my home-based business, which was able to help her out and relieve the bumps or the discoloration that she had on her arms. So if I wasn't a community type of person, if I was the type of person that just lived in a neighborhood or just had a neighborhood mentality, I would never know these things about her, and I would never be able to have offered her a solution to a problem that I would have never known that she had. And in turn, I would not have had a new customer or been able to build my business. So as an entrepreneur who's trying to ascend Success Mountain, and I didn't update the board right here from the last training. I still have the word friend there, but friend is something that goes hand in hand with community. So our last training was friendship versus mentorship. So the friend is still there from that training. So this goes hand in hand with that because friendship versus mentorship is kind of similar to neighborhood versus community. A friend, as we know, is somebody that'll tell you everything is good, let you go on with your life and not help you become better. A person that's your neighbor, they'll do the same thing. They'll see what's going on. They might not even care. They're not that much of a friend. They won't even care exactly what you're doing in your yard, in your home, or what's going on with your family, or what type of situations or problems or issues that you might be facing. So they won't care to even provide a solution. But just as in the previous training, the mentor, they're the type of person that would care, that wants to help you advance, wants to help you and your family, and provide a solution, and a solution for everyone around you and all the people that's involved in the community. So it goes hand in hand. So when I have friend there, what I really should have also, I'm going to erase friend. We're going to replace that word. I should have replaced it already, but with community. And I am left-handed, you guys. So I got community there. And of course, in relation to Success Mountain, most individuals that are entrepreneurs become successful because they build a community of individuals that are like-minded, have common attitudes, interests, and goals. When you think about successful companies like Apple, Google, and you might have often heard on the news about their atmosphere, their community that they build in their location, Silicon Valley. where they have games for their employees to play. They have a whole culture. They have a community type of atmosphere going on within their company and their business. So they're able to grow to multi-billion dollar revenue and grow and grow and grow constantly because they have the mentality of community. They don't treat their business like a neighborhood where you might have at a regular job where you have employees that, you know, they go to work, they come home, and they don't care what's going on within the company. They don't care what's going on with their coworkers, the boss, or anything like that. But in a lot of big, well-known businesses, companies, they build a culture of community where each individual knows more about the company, their successes, where they're going, and they share common goals. So I just wanted to come to you guys with this short training on neighborhood versus community. I know it's been a little while, but the summertime is coming, so I'm gonna start cranking out these training videos a lot more because I know when summer comes, the heat seems to be a distraction for a lot of people, and it takes you away from being productive. A lot of people believe that the summertime brings you more productivity, but in fact, it actually takes you away from being productive because you're spending your time doing things that isn't really leading to success. So Success Mountain, that's what we're all trying to go upwards towards. Everything is time related. And when it comes to summer, a lot of people waste time. They are out partying and doing whatever it is just to have fun or take their minds away from the situations that they have going on in their lives that they need to really correct. And as usual, we have these three words here: procrastination, indecisiveness, and skepticism. I'm gonna lean back as usual because I always want you guys to take a screenshot so that you can have this for future reference and so that you can share it with people and you can have discussions. I want you guys to like, share, and comment on the video. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear what topics or subjects that you want me to touch on. If you enjoyed this training, make sure that you do like, share, and comment, no matter what medium that you're seeing this on, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or whatever other platform that this is being shared on. My goal is to build a community of like-minded individuals. I tell you guys, I often think, and I think even when I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming about value, bringing things to you guys that will help benefit you, that will help you grow as a person, and in turn that's going to help you grow your business and obtain that financial and that financial wealth, that personal development wealth, and everything in between. I'm not teaching stuff about how to do real estate and how to do Shopify or things like that. Those are things that will generate money, but if you don't have the proper mindset to go with that, it's like having a car with no gas. If you don't have anything to fill up that tank with, it's not going anywhere. You're not going to go anywhere if you don't have the right mindset, and if you don't have the right people around you with the right mindset. Once again, sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. So keep this in mind when you're at home in your neighborhood. If you want it to be a community, then you need to possibly surround yourself with the neighbors that you might actually consider to be nosy, the people that know it all, not the ones that's in there trying to cause drama and just knowing people's information just because they want to be able to, be in somebody's business to cause drama. But try to link with those individuals who sincerely want to get to know you and the neighbors for the benefit of building a strong community. Once again, this is your boy, Better Yet Your Man, Markel Prines. I appreciate you taking your time out with me today. I look forward to the next training. If you like the way this video came out better than my previous ones, you get my whole head up in the video. Make sure you make comments, like, share, comment as usual, so that we can build a strong community. Have a great day.
Yeah. Hey, Chief. We got us one, bro.
Already.
This that motivation right here.
Yes, sir.
You know, the people need that motivation.
Tenfold.
Everybody going through something, you know what I mean?
Already.
The system won't keep you down.
Oh, that's that motivation. Oh, keep your head up. Never should you give up, man. I